Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months. Not weeks, months.
And I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 27-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Play action. It's Wilson. Rolling to his right. Touchdown. It's complete. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Rosas good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This defense for the Jets, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Brady. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
At the Jets' 46-yard line.
First carry now for Keyshawn Vaughn. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Brady going to try and throw on third down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jared Wilson. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
A first down carry here for Johnson. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go play action now. Wilson. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
It's Coleman here. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Second and goal from the 1. Here's the sneak with Wilson. And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Ty Johnson with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Jets have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now 14-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This one fielded at the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. 2nd quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. To throw, it's Brady. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 1st down, Brady. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
From midfield, here's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Quick throw caught by Godwin. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Here's Brady to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. And that's incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player. But sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now's not the time to panic. All is well. Somewhat calm. Only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. Ryan Succop on for the point after. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a 1-score game.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. But they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson looking for Mims, but this is intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
This will be fielded at the 17. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
On second down, Johnson. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And got his man, complete.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
On first down, it's Johnson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. William Golston able to drop him for a loss of a couple. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. 3rd and long. It's Wilson escaping the pressure right. He'll air this one out for Mims. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Rosas now to add the PAT. It's good, and it's 21-10. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
So, Charles, here we are, Week 17. Both of these teams playing their 16th game of the regular season. And obviously, for decades, that was the full season. But as we all know, a little strange, still one more game to go next week.
Yeah, Brandon, I think we're both interested to see how things play out next week because we know their division titles and wild card spots up for grabs. So those teams, no doubt, they'll be all in. But how would you like to go in front of a team that's 3-13 and say, okay, guys, one more time, let's go get them. If we win, it benefits someone else.
A big play there on the catch and run.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Brady now on first down. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Again, it's Brady. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Shotgun now for Brady. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
That throw by Brady incomplete.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Here's second and 10.
Brady to throw again. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And that will be incomplete.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. And Succop will put this one right through. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So first and 10 after a big mistake on fourth down with a penalty. Now Brady again. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
At the 2-yard line.
Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on second and inches. Here's a give to Fournette. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead is down to 4.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 20.
Yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
Taken in at the 3.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A handoff to Fournette. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady, he's going deep for Brown. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Antonio Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff. Johnson unable to corral him. He fights through.
And he'll have a Jets first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
They go play action with Wilson. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Now Brady. Down, but able to slip across the 35.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes have been taking advantage so far.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
On 2nd down, Bernard. And he's got some space here. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same ball. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. From the 45 on 2nd down, Brady airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
To throw is Brady. This will be caught by Brown. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Going old reliable there to the slot on third down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with the bigger guy to try and use size? You got to try to go with the quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, they'll throw with Brady. This one swung out to Vaughn. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll make it third down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Brady now to throw. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
They'll run on first down. Bernard. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Again, here's Bernard. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Here's Brady. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Succop's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. They begin the drive with Johnson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. Got an open man to the right. That's Wesco. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be fourth down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And Ingram holds it in. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
On first down, it's Johnson. Finds a seam inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Play action. It's Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And avoids the contact by sliding. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Play action. Now Wilson. And Mims has got it. Touchdown, Jets. Denzel Mims with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. Important extra point up and through. And that will make this a 4-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. To throw is Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 34, Jets 31.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Here's Coleman now to return. And he returns this to the 22. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Connecting with Johnson. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Throwing now is Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Here's Wilson. He finds Corey Davis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Wilson to throw. Completes it to Evan Ingram. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the officials saw, as this play will stand as is. Back to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you got to worry on deep.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Jets have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Jets, they improved their mark to 12-4 with one game to go.